got the Dan and Tommy show, the first one of many. Thanks for coming in, Dan.
Absolutely. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this.
So,
This is weekly, right?
Yeah, weekly.
Okay.
We'll try to do it every Thursday. Friday, once a week. We'll fit it in.
Awesome.
And then we'll just talk about whatever. So you got your new YouTube studio.
I do.
And put that up there. And then hit play. What do you got, a green thing back there?
Yeah, I painted my wall green.
Oh, you painted it?
Yep. And then
look at that setup.
Man.
Wow, that looks really good, dude.
Yeah, getting there.
What is that, your microphone?
That's a microphone. That's my ATM Mini Pro. That's my Rodecaster, MacBook, extra monitors,
in-home studio setup.
my voice. But yeah, that's where I do my work from.
Yeah, that's a nice setup.
Thank you.
Now, when you got the so what'd you have before the Black Magic?
Nothing. I would just. So most cameras, unless you have like something like an ATM or another device, you can't use it as a webcam. Canon has these DSLR cameras where you can download software from Canon's website. It's called EOS something, and that's probably the only camera you can use as a webcam without any like third-party hardware. But when I came here and saw this pimp-ass setup you got over here, this Joe Rogan type style stuff, I decided to invest a little bit. I didn't get the one you have. You have the ATM.
Yeah, pull up the go to Google, and we'll talk about the ones that we have. Yep. Okay, so
Which one do you have?
I have the ATEM right there. That one.
That one, the $3,000 one.
No. I wish I had that one. I have the one next to it.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
Right. So I have the ATM Mini Pro, which I don't know. There it is. It's the two to the right. That one right
it's
there.
that one there?
Yep. That's the one I have.
You have it on 4? The camera's on 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have that one there.
Yep, that's the one I bought.
So now how many cameras can you get into that?
I can do 4 cameras or I can do like what you're doing right now where you have but I have 4 camera inputs. I can either use them for 4 different cameras or I can like put a external monitor. But I don't need an external monitor. I use OBS and I just pull in stuff while I'm going live or pre-recording. So I don't really need to use it. So I can, but I'll never use 4 cameras.
But if you wanted to use 4 cameras on that, you could.
Absolutely.
And then, but how would you put in a monitor to see what's...
Because there's 4 cameras plus a monitor out.
Oh, monitor out to put like the screen with all the different
Yeah,
things.
that's the when you saw the video, you saw the screen that was on the back wall.
Yeah, that's what's on the back wall.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's that one.
Well, so basically that's the same thing I got, just a lot easier.
Yeah, yours is more for production, I think, for like
Oh, but now let me ask you this: can you record from that?
From that, yes, it's got you can record from that onto like a SD card. But I actually hooked up an external hard drive.
Yeah.
And I record right onto my external hard drive.
Now, how long did that take you to set up?
Fuck, bro. I had to watch like YouTube. I almost got so mad where I was like, you know what? Put this bitch back in the box and send it home, man. Because,
man, I can
but
tell you.
I finally found like this guy on YouTube that broke it down pretty good. But once I got it, dude, best thing ever.
It is.
It doesn't have an off button.
Yeah.
There's no off button. Is yours like that too? You
Yeah.
just have to unplug it when you're done.
Yeah, I leave it on all the time. I don't turn
Do
it
you?
off. Yeah. So I have the one, the 995 one over there. That one right there. That's the one I have. And that took 60 hours to set up. Because there's and people are actually interested in this, the podcast, because it makes life so much easier. There's a little box, and there's 2 boxes. And one box is a recorder, and one box is like some other type of recorder. But they look identical. Of course, I got the wrong one. But me and Rob were dead set that this was the right one. So we spent hours and hours trying to get this thing to work, and it just would not work.
Yeah, you should have called me. I'm like dude, I have this weird ability to like figure this kind of shit out at superhuman speed.
Really?
It's retarded. It's I mean, can I say that word?
Yeah.
It's 2021. We're still allowed to use that word, I think.
I think you're allowed to say retarded.
But seriously, I go insane with this stuff. I've had people because I'm on a couple Facebook pages where people have like in-home studio setups where they do different streaming softwares, and I've showed mine on there a few times, and I've had probably a dozen people pay me to do walkthroughs, like Zoom walkthroughs on how to set up their stuff. And when they send me what they're using, I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just figured it out as we're going.
I don't even want to look at that thing anymore.
No,
The
it's
$3,000 one's supposed to be the shit.
yeah, but that's like for big production stuff, you know. That's if you're going to be traveling to big giant events where you've got all types of cameras. The cool thing about yours is your cameras, are they hooked in through an HDMI cable, or they go in through the little round?
So there's 4 HDMI,
right,
and then if you want 5, 6, 7, and 8,
right,
you got to have the round thing.
Okay, the round ones are a much better solid connection. Like HDMIs, once you go past a certain length, you really start to have quality drop on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we were wondering what the fuck that was.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So then you can take this off. But what happens is, we went through all that shit, 60 hours. We changed the box, okay? And after we changed the box, it wasn't even the box. It was the DSL connection. Well, there's no DSL connection here. It's all Wi-Fi. So we had to go through all this stuff to get
Pretty sure you can't talk about some of this, huh?
Well, we had to figure out a way to get DSL to work.
Huh.
So we got, because I had a router here, luckily.
Right.
And finally, after we got the right box, spent more hours on the box and it still didn't work. We then went to the DSL and then that worked.
Good.
Finally.
Good. Yeah.
Well, it still actually didn't work, but then I said to Rob, come on, man. This is what you do. You're a studio guy. You got to get this done. He came by my house at like 7 o'clock. I got to give it to him. 7 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Got it done.
12 o'clock, it was done and it worked.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have people that are, not everybody's going to be like a Michael Jordan where they're going to be like the absolute best at what they do. But I mean, when you find somebody that is like, they're like, look, I don't know the answer, but I promise you I will figure it out.
Yeah.
Those people are worth their weight in gold, man, because they don't quit. They don't quit until they get it.
Yeah.
And they're usually loyal. They're usually loyal people.
And he's got a wife and kids, and he spent hours. I mean, we were here till like 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. Not like 3 days in a row.
I've learned so much in the years of, I use that same, well, I don't use it anymore, but a little Zoom H6 you got there. I've got the same one. But I've gone through purchasing, like when I first started my YouTube channel, it was a piece of shit laptop with the camera that was built into the laptop and some like $40 microphone that I bought at like Best Buy or something. And that was what I used. But I was making money with it.
Yeah.
This is why I started a whole separate YouTube channel. It's about like entrepreneurs, and it's called, I forgot what it's called. It's basically called like something fail. I can't remember. That's how.
You don't know the name of the YouTube channel?
Yeah, because I've changed it like a million times.
Yeah.
But we'll throw it in there in the editing. Yeah. But I created. It's called Operation Fail. Okay. And the whole point is I don't know about you, but when I meet entrepreneurs that are successful, when you start talking to them, they'll tell you that like, hey, I failed this time, and they'll tell you the mistakes that they made, and usually it's stuff that can be avoided, but you take a regular person that wants to become an entrepreneur, or they came into some money, they got somebody that's going to lend them some money, they won the fucking lottery, and they're like, I'm going to go start a business, and they might have a good idea, or maybe they were like the best at the company they were working at. They were like the top sales guy, and they're like, you know what, I can do this myself. I don't need to give this guy all this money. And they go off and they try to do it, and they fail because they really didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. They spend all this time on making the perfect business card and making a pretty aesthetically looking website. And then when it comes time to where do I get my business from? How do I drive in clients? Like, how do I manage my clients?
Yeah.
This stuff, it's not something that's really taught. You have to like kind of learn it through trial and error. And that's what I created a separate YouTube channel on, because a lot of my clients that I work with that are getting ready to go to prison, a lot of them, when they come out, some of them were attorneys, they were, doctors, and they can't do that anymore. So they need a new gig. That's not going to get them in trouble. So
when did you start that channel?
It's been a work in progress. The channel has switched gears a couple times. It first started off as like a health and fitness channel where it was called 40 and Beyond. And that was just really hard to come up with content. And the entrepreneur thing, I don't know why it didn't hit me sooner, but I switched it about maybe a month ago. I switched it to, anything entrepreneur, from investing in Bitcoin to starting your own company, to what CRMs you should use, to,
What's CRM?
client relation management software.
Okay.
You've got a call center, or you have a real estate company, and you've got 1,000 realtors that you want to, or 1,000 mortgage brokers that you want to like stay in contact with. Well, you're not just going to put these guys in an Excel spreadsheet or put them in your phone and go, yeah, I got to call Bob. You need some sort of software that is going to help you micromanage this. Like, when do you call this person? And it breaks it down for you, creates your contracts. So I've used every fucking CRM under the sun, and some of them are ridiculously expensive, and some of them are completely free, but you have to build them out. So I use things like Fiverr and Upwork, and probably
Upwork. Upwork's good,
dude. And
you can get beast on Upwork.
Yeah, Fiverr too, man. Fiverr's like
heard of Fiverr.
Fiverr's a watered down version of Upwork. Like Fiverr, the reason why it's called Fiverr, FIVERR.com, is most of the stuff on there you can hire gigs for $5. You can get somebody to do your business cards for $5.
Really?
You can get somebody to do your intro, outro for your YouTube channel, $5.
Wow.
But then they have up charges. Like, the $5 is going to get you, the black and white stick version.
Right.
But I've been using it for years, and it's the same thing. It's just freelancers.
So it's like an in-app purchase type of thing?
Yeah, and they're usually overseas.
Yeah.
What they're horrible at, from what I found for the most part, is if you need somebody to do content for you,
forget it.
you'll start to see that, okay, they're not from the United States, because it's not bad, but it just doesn't, the words are not like, you wouldn't use that word in that sentence. It's very non-American.
See, I like Upwork. I like Upwork because you can search and you can see like how many people they worked with.
Yeah.
And their feedback. And some of those guys, they're better than any American on the planet. And they're always available, and they work hard as hell. My one guy, I've been with him 12 years. Never fucked me, never nothing.
Yeah, when you find good people,
and
that's really the same process on Fiverr. It shows you the reviews, it shows you like ratings, but it's not the same quality you're going to get from Upwork. Upwork is more like, if you're looking for if you want somebody to build out your website, you're going to go to Upwork. And, you're going to spend a decent amount, but still far less than what you would spend, going down the street.
Yeah, you can get a killer website done on Upwork for like $300.
Yeah.
And that's from a killer guy. And the best part with Upwork is you can negotiate with them, because you got like that there's like a milestone.
Yeah.
And they'll say, I want 300. You say, I'll give you 200. Well, $200 in Bangladesh is a shit ton of money. You know what I mean?
The fucking lottery.
They're gonna take
Cha-ching.
it. Yeah, they're gonna take it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see you, and I think that entrepreneur thing is good, because I think you have to fail to win. If you never fail, you're not gonna win. But the problem, I think, which I'm sure you talk about on your show, is people fail and then they give up and then they just
there's fucking naysayers everywhere. Most people don't want to see you succeed, even the ones that are in your close circle.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we had the ability to hear what people were thinking? Oh my God, we would have no friends. Nobody. People I'm guilty of it too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I hear somebody just came into, like, they hit it big, and I'm like, oh, motherfucker, why isn't it me? But then it's like, fuck.
But that's different, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, the people that I've had issues with, I had been friends with for 5, 6, 7 years.
Right.
And then maybe you hire them to do a job or whatever, and then they don't know how to separate business from friendship. And then you fire them, you take the money away, and then the second they see some vulnerability, they come right after you, and they try to fuck you.
I won't work with friends like that in that capacity. Like, even you and I working together, right?
Yeah.
You and I working together only works for me as long as the expectation is we're doing it for fun. If we make money in the process, fucking great. But I would never want you to say, hey, Dan, I'll pay you to come do an interview. Or, hey, Dan, come work the cameras for me and I'll pay you a couple bucks. No, it's not. It would just, I wouldn't be able to do that, because if I wouldn't want to ask you to come do something it's like if you ask me to come help you move at your house, right? And I'm done loading boxes on your truck and you try to give me money. That's like, dude, what do you, like, you don't these are the kind of people you're hanging out with that expect this,
and this is how these people are,
got to change
right?
your friends.
It's like nobody does anything just from the heart or just to be a friend. You know what I mean? They all have alternative motives. You notice that, especially down here.
Might be a reason for that. It might be, you strike me as the kind of person, and this is me and you having like a fun conversation right now. I like saying shit that some people might get offended by.
I don't get offended. You know me.
So you seem like the kind of person that likes to have people around, and I think some of these people, I don't even think you're doing it. It's like you might almost be buying a friendship.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree with you.
And then when something goes wrong and they're like, they don't get the money, now you're all fucking upset. And it's like, dude, you're kind of like, you kind of set this stage. This is what you get from this.
I have realized that in the last month more than, and I agree
Sucks,
with you.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not real friends.
No.
When the money's not there, where the fuck are they?
But you want them to be. And you're right. Like subconsciously, I probably do buy them. I probably do.
Yeah,
I'm sure I do.
And that's okay, though.
But it's not okay because then when the money goes, then they fuck you.
No, I mean, it's okay that you're admitting it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No, I admit
Right.
it. And I've cut a lot of people off. A lot. I think Rob,
I've never met him. I only met the pizza guy.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Yeah.
What's his name?
Gary?
Gary?
Yeah, he's a real
Really?
piece of shit.
He turned out to be... I'm not surprised. He kind of struck
Really?
me a little bit as...
You saw
not an asshole. I'm going to say that this is a bot friend. That's what I would say that was. That was a bot friend.
And maybe it was.
Yeah, and
But-
you're surprised somehow.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
What he did, fuck him.
Are you shocked?
I am because he was very close with Tommy. I totally agree with you, by the way. But
Okay.
he was very close with Tommy for years and years and played the part of, I don't want any money. If Tommy tried to pay him or help him out in any
Right.
way, he always refused it. So for years. So I always thought that, but the chain of events that led
Does the
up
dude
to
got
this
money?
last month.
Well, he acts like he has money.
But I mean, where's he live? I mean, not getting his personal shit, but you know him.
No, well, let's get into his personal shit. I hope he watches this. I know where he lives. He moved down the street because he got booted out of his house.
Wow.
Because he got in a fight with the guy that got it for him, which got him a deal. There was an old man that got him his house. The guy died. And then the son took over and basically booted him out of the house. So then he went, he's a real estate guy. And he's not a bad real estate guy, but the guy that he talks all the shit about, Jesse, is actually, without Jesse, he's nothing. He's dirt. But he wants to talk all the shit on Jesse because Jesse doesn't want to deal with his bullshit. Now, I tried to side with Gary at the time because I thought or wanted Gary to be my friend, but he really wasn't. So I always thought Jesse was a good guy and a hard worker. I just thought he just couldn't deal with Gary. I mean, he's a lot to deal with. But now seeing reality, Jesse just saw that he was a fucking snake. And that's what he is. He's a fucking snake.
There's a lot of snakes, man. There's a lot of snakes.
I can't believe you saw that.
Okay, even I don't want to say names, but I saw you give another guy like here's $50 or whatever. And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, I thought these fucking people are your friends. Why are they taking money from you? It's just to me, it's weird. I've seen people like this, and I've met people that are always coming after me for something, and I treat those people for what they are. They're never going to get invited anywhere. They're never. And the problem is like, let's say you're going to go to Vegas, right? You want to go have a good fucking time. You want to bring people to Vegas with you that can also have a good fucking time. Now, does that mean you're going to pay so they can have a good time, or can they afford to go and have fun on their own? If they can't, problem is you're hanging out with people that are not below you, like you're better than them, but they're in a different point in their life where the only way they can ride with you is if you're floating them. And now it's like giving a kid, we'll use my daughter, perfect fucking example, right?
You have a daughter too?
I have two daughters who are going to be
boy.
here. My younger daughter is turning 19 in March, and my older daughter is going to be 21 in May. So they're coming down the end of March to kind of like celebrate their birthdays with whatever. Here's the point. They live in New York City, right?
What do they think about New York City?
Bro, my kids are all I can say is I love them, but they're a product of where they've grown up, right?
Yeah.
So they're all about like, gimme. Like the government this, give me this.
Oh, so they love this shit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
My daughter worked at a bakery, lost her job because of COVID, I mean, what's a kid make at a bakery, right? Minimum wage, couple $100 a week. So she's getting her unemployment, which was like whatever, $100 a week. But then this stimulus bullshit last year that kicked in, she's making a grand a week. Now, do you think giving this kid a grand a week, when you take that away from her, do you think she's going to want to go back to the bagel shop? Of course not. So when you have your cats, and I call your friends cats because cats come on the porch because you give them milk. Yeah. And when you put milk out, they come back for more milk.
I like that.
So you've got your cats coming over, and they're like, oh, fucking hey, we love Tommy. He gives us milk and belly scratches and all this stuff. And then Tommy goes away for a month, and he doesn't leave any milk out. Now the cats are fighting each other.
Yeah.
They're all talking shit.
Yep.
And Tommy is fucking surprised somehow. And it's like, dude, here I am texting this fucker the whole time thinking, man, does he think that I'm like out like to take advantage of him? Because he's not returning my text messages. And now you probably didn't return theirs either, and they got all upset. Right?
Yeah, I was just going through
you went off the fucking deep end for a minute. You did fucking.
Well, my mom passed away.
Right. Yeah. And that puts you into a spot where it's like you need to mentally just kind of come back. Yeah. But I'll keep bugging somebody, not like ex-girlfriend buggy, but I will bug you, check in on you until you tell me either like, hey, I'm cool, I'll see you when I see you, or fuck off, or appreciate it. But you never responded, so I'm like, ah, shit, wonder if it's okay. But then you responded. You're like, hey, I'm back. Da-da-da-da. It's like, cool, man. You know, and that's the thing is, but if you're going to put yourself around these types of people, dude, it's because maybe you feel more comfortable around these people because maybe you don't feel comfortable with people that you should rise up with. You know what I mean? They're not making you any better in life.
No, that's
for
sure.
They might stroke your fucking ego all day long.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's my 2 cents on that.
No, I agree with you. I don't. You know me. I don't get offended. I mean, you don't know me that well, but we're starting to get to know each other pretty well, and I don't get offended by that. And I call it what is it called? Constructive criticism.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But we should have that in friendships, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to tell me the shit that's fucked up, and I should be able to tell you what's fucked up. Because you're not a friend
if you don't.
Right.
Right. And you're right. You're exactly right. And I cut that fucker off, and then the second he saw vulnerability, he not only, he didn't really even say anything to me. He went to my family.
And that's worse.
My fucking family.
Now, if you went to him right now and asked him, he'll probably have a whole nother side story. Like, oh, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what gossip does, bro. That's why it's never good to talk behind someone's back. As a matter of fact, bringing that up right now, I have to put a retraction on here and make an apology to somebody.
Sure.
To my co-defendant, Sean Clark, who I was in prison with. When I was on here first or second time with what's his name, Matt. I had a little bit of ill will towards Sean because of some stuff that went down, and I harbored feelings about that, and actually threw him under the bus on video, and he didn't deserve that. It wasn't a cool thing to do. It shit happened years ago. Some of it, I probably made it worse than what it really was because I was angry at the time. So Sean, I want to say I'm sorry. Sean did call me. He was very upset. He's doing great. He's built a new company. He's got a kid now, and he's married. So Sean, I want to say sorry. This will be on YouTube at some point, so feel free to cut this clip and blast all over social media. But you didn't deserve it. I apologize. So that is for you, Sean Clark.
I will
Cheers.
cut this into a clip just for you.
Awesome.
And I'll make it just one single clip.
Can you blur out my face? Let me know.
Put what do you call that? The silhouette.
Yeah, because I can't sit here and do what I do. Like I have a whole other channel about helping people, and I can't do that and tell people how they should be doing things. If I'm going to be the one out here throwing somebody under the bus and talking shit about somebody, it's gossip. Now, if I wanted to say, hey, let's get Sean on the phone and say it directly to him, that's one thing.
Right.
But doing it behind his back,
I like that.
That's bullshit.
I like that because if you have something to say it to their face, right? And see, with Gary, he never said anything to me. He didn't say a word to me. He went right to my family.
Right. To
get to me. And you know his move.
What did he say? Can you talk about what he said?
It's too much.
It's too much?
It's too much.
All right.
But the shit that he said was completely exaggerated, completely uncalled for. And the things that he said, I never thought in a million years he'd say that. Because I know him a long time.
Right. But even if it was true, this is stuff that you guys had conversations about, and he went and outed it.
But the thing is that there might have been a piece of it that was true. But he blew it up. And what he did was, I cut him, right? Got rid of him. And then he went to my family hoping that he could get to my family, and then my family would say, oh, Tommy, hey, forgive him. He's a good guy. He's just looking out for all of us. Just talk to him. Then I talk to him, and then he thinks he can get me. Then he thinks he can manipulate me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because for whatever reason, him and another guy, they feel that they're entitled. Entitlement issues.
Entitled to what?
Like, okay, so me and you build the Dan and Tommy show, right?
Like your piggy bank.
Let's say it's a year from now,
Right.
right? Me and you build this big thing. People are waiting for the show to come out on Thursdays.
Right.
Now, we did this together, but the person back there, whoever it is clicking, they feel entitled because they clicked buttons. Now, let's say we get a $20,000 check. Now, the person back there, just for an example,
Right.
not who's back there now, but
Right.
just for an example, the person who's back there, now they feel entitled, like they did something.
Right.
All they did was click fucking buttons. They're not the ones who sat around and came up with content. They're not the ones who sat here for an hour and a half talking about shit. But because they see that $20K and they sat back there and clicked.
But they were getting paid to sit back there and click, weren't they?
Right.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Right? Or were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we're paying them like, let's just,
So you're
for
paying
an
them something.
example,
Right.
we're giving them like $100 to sit there for an hour and a half,
Okay.
an hour and,
So he's getting
and click
paid.
shit. That's $100 an hour. Okay, even if it's 2 hours, it's $50 an hour.
Right.
I mean, where are you going to get that at?
Nah, people get, people change when you usually throw in a little bit of jingle. I'm telling you, when you meet Casey, dude, he has got fucking stories, dude. Stories, like right along what we're talking about right now. But everything, look, if something's being done as a business, and once you and I invest more time into this, and it actually, like, we know that it's like, okay, we're planning every week and we're hitting every week, versus we're planning every week but something comes up and it never happens. If it actually manifests and it stays consistent, then it would make sense for you and I to put something on paper. Just like you sent me a text, you're like, hey, I'm gonna for the spending on this a little bit. You're like, hey, I'm gonna spend this and this every week. Well, we should be spending that every week. If it's whatever it is, I should be paying for half of it, because if we're doing this together.
I haven't heard that in 10 years. The last time somebody said
because you offer it. It's
Yeah,
like
you're right.
I would never hire you as a sales guy because you throw things like
I can sell ice.
I know I'm fucking with you, but
Yeah.
it's like save that for you shoot your whole arsenal in the first statement. You're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to pay for this, I'm going to pay for this. Oh, you want some lights? You want a camera? If I want something from you, I'll ask you for it, and I would expect you to do the same thing for me. Like I asked you, hey, I would like to use your office as an office address because it's great. And if you say no, it's like, hey, I will take no and be okay with it because I asked.
Yeah.
But you don't ever feel like I want to carry my own. I don't want somebody to do something for me. And if I can't afford to carry my own, then I shouldn't be in the arena. I should go play with kids my own age.
Now, how did you get this mindset? Because there's no way what you were like your past. There's no way you've always been like this.
No, I was the opposite. I was Gary. I was the guy that, but I didn't. I always felt like I was doing that person, and then I always caught myself taking advantage of people, like very manipulative. I'd make them think, and then I would do things, and before they know it, they're like, "Fuck, this guy just cleaned me out." And it's not a good way to live. You're always looking over your shoulder. I don't like owing anybody anything. And shit, if this thing did have a big payday one day, let's say it did pay out, and you carried the float of the whole boat, I'm not really entitled to much. I'm sitting here. You're the one. This is your stuff, right? It's your office. This is your stuff. I'm sitting here. But if I'm not contributing to content, coming up with ideas as well, bouncing ideas off with you, then what am I really offering? Other than sitting across the desk from you. It's just,
Yeah, but if you're not sitting across the desk, then we don't have the.
Somebody else would. You find somebody.
Not like you.
He's not wrong about that. But no, but I told you I liked you from the minute, and your office is driving. I drove here yesterday, not to your office, but I parked next to the restaurant and went to the beach because I didn't want to pay at the beach. But I rode my scooter up here yesterday. I've got these little moped scooters that I take out on the weekends and stuff.
I thought about getting one of them.
Dude, they're so much fun.
How fast do they go?
50 miles an hour, 40 miles.
They go 50 miles an hour?
Actually, I think it's like 40, 45, which is still a 50 cc. I bought 2 of them. Shelly rides one, I ride one.
How much are they?
I think I paid. They're called Buddy scooters. I paid $2,500 for it. Yeah, and it's got a 2-year lifetime, like a 2-year warranty on it. I've had no problems with it. And
what do you use? It's gas?
Yeah, it's gas. Runs forever, bro.
What's it called? Buddy scooter?
Yeah, Genuine Buddy. The place I bought it's right like 2 minutes from here.
I'm putting that in my thing.
You got to get a buddy. We're gonna create a scooter club.
Yeah, I'll get one.
You got to get 2.
Yeah, I'll get 2.
You got to get two because it's no fun. But riding by yourself
sucks.
You feel like everybody thinks that this is my. I don't know why. Is it? I don't want people to think it's my primary vehicle. Is that shallow of me? I might be a little shallow.
But did you order? Or did you go somewhere and buy?
There's a place right down the street. I forgot the name of the place, but it's where Federal Highway. If you're coming from like Lantana, if you get on Lantana, go Federal, like you're going towards Lake Worth. You know where it forks?
Yeah, and you can go this way or that way.
It's right there on the right. There's a little motorcycle shop right there.
Buddy scooter, huh?
Buddy scooter, bro.
What colors you get?
I got a white one and a teal one.
I get white.
Yeah.
I would get white.
I drive the white one. She rides the teal one.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty sharp, bro. I have a blast.
That's got to be badass at nighttime.
I take it to Del Rey. I stay on A1A.
Does it have a fucking light on it?
Yeah. It's got lights, blinkers, horns.
Oh, I'm buying one of them.
Seat picks up. I'm going to install a radio on this thing so I can hook up my Bluetooth to it and jam.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, you ever seen, what's the dude, I'm on a moped, man. What's his name? The rapper. White dude. Not Eminem.
G-Eazy?
He's newer. You're Google over there, aren't you, Google?
What do I write?
What's his name? What's the rapper's name? We got to pull it up now.
I have no idea.
It's hilarious. I should just
go to camera 4.
I should just make you go to my. I should just make you go to my YouTube channel. Actually, I have a YouTube video of me riding my scooters.
Can I put that on?
Yeah.
They won't.
Who's gonna care?
I don't. Where do you want me to go?
Go to the Chrome.
To the Chrome.
Yeah.
I turn on my phone just for a second so I can have her look
go
up.
over, make a new tab.
Can I control this TV from here?
It's gonna fuck up the mic.
Oh well. Okay.
Just go to YouTube.
I turned on my phone for a second, so let me know if
it's gonna static.
If you start hearing static, and I'll turn it right back off.
Now go up there. You see where it says TK? Change that to mine. Go to switch account. Switch account. Down.
Yeah, go to YouTube and type in Buddy.
Click on that one. Click there. This is definitely natural.
This is fun.
Okay, now go up to search.
You go to search and type in.
There's your boy.
Genuine Buddy Scooter, Palm Beach, Florida. BUDDY Scooter, Palm Beach, Florida. Let's see if my video comes up. Scroll down a little bit.
Where is he?
Ain't that a pain in the ass? It's because I'm not famous enough yet.
How many subscribers do you have now?
On Rdapdan, I have coming up on 9,000.
That's good.
On the new channel, I'm not even 100 yet. It's just
Boziak's coming in Saturday.
Oh, there it is, right there. See me? Blue, that one.
That one. Play that.
Can we hear this?
Yeah, and then blow it up.
This is fun. That's what they look like. You guys don't know this song? Really? You don't recognize him? What's his name?
What is it?
G-Eazy.
No. Anyway.
Look at Dan. Look at our Dan on that motherfucker.
Man, chilling. That's my neighborhood.
That sounds pretty good too.
But we don't have to watch the whole thing.
No, we'll just watch a couple minutes of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we just zipped up and down. That's Shelly in front of me.
That's Shelly in front of you?
Yeah. This is like right when we got him. I've got about 600 miles on this damn thing already.
Damn.
Where do you live?
I live over Hypoluxo in the Intercoastal.
That sounds good too.
You have a blast. Look at me, my GoPro. I don't wear the helmet no more though.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna fall, you're gonna fall.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Look, that's pretty cool.
I'm a straight nerd, man. That's what I do in my free time.
How'd you get the picture like that on you? With that GoPro?
Yeah, I've got a GoPro facing me and one on my head facing out.
That is badass.
So there's one on the bike facing me.
Wait, they're street legal?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You just have to have a license, not a motorcycle license. For 50 cc's, you don't need a motorcycle license.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm dead over the helmet.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool, man.
Swag.
Like, ladies were, like, loving me that day. Macklemore, that's his name.
Macklemore. Yeah, didn't he turn to drugs, right?
No,
Did he?
No.
I thought he did.
I love Macklemore.
Yeah.
My hero. But anyway, we just
that
went
is-
we went downtown Lake Worth on him and hit the bridge and all that shit. But, yeah,
That's awesome.
that's it.
Yeah, you can go back to the photo.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but that is cool as shit. I'm gonna buy one.
Oh,
You know what we'll
they're
do?
fine.
We'll ride together.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
don't like riding by myself, so it'll be fantastic.
No, we'll all ride
Yeah,
together.
you'll have
Get-
fun.
Get out of the house and get some air.
Yeah, I go in the mornings.
Yeah.
You know, right now, late at night, it's actually cold on the scooter, believe it or not.
No, I can see that because the wind.
We took him last night. We went out and got ice cream last night. Came up here.
Did it?
Yeah. I said, "Oh, Tommy's not here. I don't see his car."
Yeah,
Where the fuck did you park? I didn't see your car downstairs. Did you just get here?
Yeah. No, my car's down there.
Did he get here before you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was here that whole time.
Yeah, because on this one, the OBS.
Yeah, I know.
No, I was here
That's
for about
better.
20 minutes. The OBS sometimes, I got to restart it.
Are you using OBS right now?
Yeah, I'm using OBS
Oh.
and the ATEM, whatever the thing is.
Right. I got to look and see what you got going because that's what I
yeah.
do. I
yeah,
use
I'll
OBS.
let you take a look at it. But a lot of times I got to restart the fucking thing.
Because OBS, you don't even need to use for your Yeah, I can
Well, see, I use OBS because I record it to the external hard drive.
from OBS.
Yeah, from
Right.
OBS. And then I take that and then I just put I cut it a little bit, intro, outro, boom, done.
Yeah. Yep.
You know. Yep. But the one you got sounds really fucking easy.
I mean, it's.
It sounds like the same thing I have, just
Well, how
Not
many
the
cameras do you have going right now?
4. Sometimes I have 5.
You have 4 actual cameras plus a 5th camera running.
Yeah.
Okay, so that I couldn't do.
Yeah.
I can only do 4 cameras.
I can make it work with 4 though.
So can I.
The,
I
he-
can make,
the hell
because
that I went through with this?
OBS, you don't need to use an extra, whatever.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but back to that. How many hours did it take you? I mean, I know you watched the video.
Okay, I would if I had to guess how many hours it took, I would probably say 8.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
But
And you did it by yourself.
and I did it by myself. But I've been messing with like OBS type stuff, all this YouTube stuff. I've been doing it for a few years.
Yeah. How long
you
have
know,
you been doing YouTube for?
since 2016.
Oh shit! So you've been doing it
As soon as I go home from prison.
5 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I heard Matt's getting a Matt is getting a series. They're doing a true crime. Supposedly he's getting a true crime series.
I mean, I believe it. The guy. Look, the guy's super entertaining. And he's all over the place right now. Like when you Google his name on
he's
YouTube,
everywhere.
he's on
Yeah.
tons and tons of shows. So I imagine,
Do you know John Bose yet?
only from you guys talking about him. I don't even remember Matt from Coleman.
No?
I'm not sure if he says he remembers me, but I'm not 100% sure that he really does. I think it might be more of like false memory type stuff because I'm pretty good with faces.
Yeah.
And we definitely knew a lot of the same people, but
You wouldn't have missed Matt
the-
because
the crowd of people he hung with was not the crowd. I was an Rdapdan, man. Like I couldn't hang with these dudes.
yeah, but I think he was in there 3 times and got kicked out a few times. You couldn't miss him.
Matt, if you're watching this, I couldn't see you making it through Rdap. Rdap would be a struggle.
I
for
think
Matt.
he did at the end.
He got through.
I think because
Wow.
I know they put him back. I don't know.
Rdap's gangster, man. That's like next level shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that went in and didn't last.
I don't want to do Rdap again. I mean,
No.
I'm glad I did it because it changed my life. But
Yeah.
yeah,
What was it? A year? Or you got 9 months?
yeah, 9-10 months. Yeah,
And then when do you get a year off?
I got a year off. Yeah. Oh, that carrot, boy.
I
But a
carried
lot of
it on.
guys quit. They were like, "Fuck it, it's not worth the year. I'm out." Because it's not like AA or NA. It's not like you go there and sit there and like, yeah, whatever, and tell about your sob stories.
When you were there, do you remember a guy named Mike Happel? Big Mike? Big guy. Big, tall guy.
I couldn't tell you without seeing a face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good guy.
I've forgotten, like, people that I thought I would never, ever, ever, ever forget. I literally, like, can't remember their names.
Because it starts to become like a blur.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day.
Every day is the same.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. But you know, I got clients going in every day, and right now it's torture for these guys going in. And RDAP is all fucked up because you know, you need a minimum of 24 months in order to get in the program.
I thought it was 36.
No, so it's 24 to 30 months gets you 6 months off. 31 to 36 months gets you 9 months off, and 37 plus gets you the year. But I have a client going in on a 24-month sentence, which is the bare minimum. But we just found out that because of COVID, instead of it being a 9-month or 9 to 10-month class, it's now a 12 to 18-month class because they're doing like every other day type stuff.
Oh, man.
So he won't be able to take it because he won't have enough time. So it's like he just lost, and he's very, very upset.
I would be too.
Yeah, but you know what? I told him, you're upset now, but you're going to get there, and you're going to meet guys that have like decades more time than you.
Yeah,
like, you're going to be shitting McDonald's when you come home still. That's like how fast your sentence is going to be.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Now, has this COVID thing slowed down your business?
Last year, so 2019, we did close to $500,000 income-wise, gross income. 2020 didn't even hit $100,000.
Now, why is that?
Because courts, I mean, the exact reason, the only thing that I can think of that makes sense is courts were really backed up to where clients were getting their dates really pushed out for like their next hearing dates. And I think it was like out of sight, out of mind for them. They were like, oh, COVID, no one's going to send me to prison because of COVID. My attorney told me, don't worry, you don't have court till like next year. So these people weren't really being too proactive about it.
I see.
But as soon as this year started, I've done more this year already than I did all last year. Put it that way. Yeah, last year.
See, I would think right now it would be slowed down.
No, it's because courts are going again. It's all these people that were backlogged.
Are they going in or are they doing Zoom?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah. Now you can actually you can invoke and say I refuse to do it through Zoom. I want to be in court. And they can't make you do virtual. They will do it in court, but they have to wait until judges and everything else. It depends what state it's in. Some states are, Florida, bring it. Let's go. Let's get this out of here.
Yeah.
Put a mask in your pocket. Just let me know you got one on.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, no, you got to wear two now.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Shoot me. I see these people walking around. I don't know. That's just. We live in some crazy. There's just today. Look, I voted for Trump, right? But he lost for whatever, cheat, not cheat. He's not president right now. I saw Trump supporters on I-95 today on the overpass.
Yeah, I see him too.
And I'm just like, I get it, but this is why it makes it look extra crazy, because you got that like 1% of the people that are like, woohoo! And they don't really know why. They're just like, kind of like, yeehaw, like Dukes of Hazzard style. And it's the media eats that shit up. And it makes us all look fucking insane and crazy. It's like, God, stop making me look crazy. Put on a shirt, shave, put some deodorant on.
But on the same time, they might be up there because they keep fucking with him. Like, they're still fucking with him.
Yeah.
I mean, let him go the fuck home.
Yeah,
he didn't do anything.
I think they're doing this to make sure he doesn't have a chance of getting in 4 years.
I think he's going to run. I'm positive he's going to run in 2024.
We'll see. I mean, look, if he does, we've got an interesting time ahead of us. Now that it's kind of over, I lost so much probably useful, productive time, like through reading threads and reading tweets, and where I could have been doing something way more productive for myself, that I gave this thing so much time, and I kind of bought into a lot of it. And it is corrupt as fuck, but what do you do about it? I voted. I mean, what else can I do? Do you run out? Have you picketed yet?
No, I haven't picketed, but
will you?
I mean, no.
Me neither.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not against it, but I don't have the time for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't have time to fucking picket, but I understand why they are. Right. I mean, the guy got fucking robbed. This fucking guy got 80 million votes. Get the fuck out of here. More votes than Obama.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't even know what fucking day it is. I don't know how people can possibly fucking believe that.
I don't think they care. I think
Well, they're gonna care when Kamala Harris is the president and Pelosi's the vice president. They're gonna fucking care then.
That's what they're saying. If something happens to Sleepy Joe,
well, I think they're gonna
night.
let him in a year, right? Because they can't do it too quick. They let him in a year, let him fuck up, stop hitting him with the fucking what the fuck is that shit called for the brain?
Who, Biden?
Adderall.
Oh.
Yeah, they're gonna slow down the Adderall, slow down the test shot, slow down the speed shot in the fucking leg, start tapering him off of it. Then he's gonna be up there 300, 100, 200. You see him do that shit?
Stuttering Stanley.
Yeah, he's gonna be stuttering Stanley and Sleepy fucking Joe. It doesn't know what day it is, and then they're gonna say he's a retard, and then Kamala Harris is gonna come in and Pelosi's gonna be vice president. It's just gonna get bad.
Well, I've decided whatever it is. There's, if shit hits the fan, I'll find a way to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
If people are going to, there's always going to be something to offer somebody. You just got to, I guess, be willing to adapt and adapt to whatever's going on, realize that change is always going to be there and just adapt and fucking move with it. It's to get stuck in a situation when your plan doesn't work out. Because plans fail all the fucking time. That's why I started this whole other channel, entrepreneur failure, whatever the channel's called. That's the whole purpose of it is when shit doesn't work out, you have to be willing to adapt and overcome and move on and keep swinging. And because your bills are still going to be there, you still got to pay rent, still got to pay the mortgage payment, still got to pay child support, still got to take care of my kids. I'll take advantage of whatever free stimulus money they want to give me for, the business. I'll take it. They gave me $100 and something thousand last year for the what do you call it? The small business disaster fund or whatever.
And how the fuck did you get that again?
Just applied for it. It was, they had two. They had the PPO or whatever it is, the payment protection one for like employees. Then they had the small business disaster relief loan, where if your business took a hit financially, they'll fund your business, but it's a loan. You have to pay it back. But they gave me $103,000 on a 30-year term, 3% interest, 12 months deferred.
Damn, why the fuck didn't you tell me about this?
My mom did.
Oh, yeah.
You can still apply for it. It's not too late. I mean,
Really?
And dude, even if I didn't need that money, I would 3%
Well, yeah,
loan.
and you get 30 years to pay it back.
30
right?
years to pay it back. Yeah.
Jesus
And there's
Christ.
probably, with who's in office now, there's probably going to be some relief on that because they're just giving people more and more money. So, I mean, maybe there will be some more advantages for,
Well, you see what he did? He just did that 1.9
yeah,
trillion.
$1 trillion, yeah.
And for what, $300 a month? What are you going to do?
I
Go
get-
to the gas station?
Yeah, but you're not going to get that. I'm not going to
No.
get that. I don't
No.
care about that.
You know who's going to get that?
Yes.
Is the guy sitting on the couch
The guy sitting on the couch.
while we're working 19 hours a day.
To me, the whole objective has always been, how do you, first off, if you take the majority of the poor class, right? You take the poor class, because that's who's voting for this. They want the free stuff. How do you keep them voting? You keep giving them crumbs.
Yeah.
They're never going to get ahead. They give them crumbs. And then they encourage people. I watched the news the other night talking about people getting their stimulus money, and they're encouraging people because they've been locked up for so long in COVID. When you get your stimulus fund, go do something for yourself. They're basically telling people to go waste this money on stuff that doesn't matter. Here's money so you can go on vacation. Here's money to go to Disney. So you're encouraging people to waste their money. They're going to keep coming back for more handouts. And the little bit of peanuts you're giving them is going to secure a vote. It's like military.
True.
You look at the military. Military isn't the big bad military. We don't keep going to wars because you ever watch War Dogs? The
Yeah.
movie War Dogs?
Oh, yeah.
It's
I've heard
a
all
fucking
about
big
war
business,
dogs.
brother. It's big business. It's the guns to suit up a Marine or what, 20 grand.
I
roughly.
heard about war dogs from Matt for about
Oh yeah, I bet.
ever.
Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
But great movie, great
Yeah.
concept. But that's the reality. Is it's
Yeah.
all about making money, and the Democrats are going to hand stuff out because it's going to keep the people coming back. The cats.
Yeah.
They're cats. The
right.
cats are coming
Yeah,
back.
just like you
They're
said.
your friends because you're feeding them.
Yeah.
You stop feeding that fucking cat,
He's not
He's
going
not
to
going to vote for you no more.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're exactly right.
And Trump wasn't feeding nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, but not to that. You had to earn it. So the other people that weren't cats, the wolves, respected that. The wolves are like, yeah, motherfucker, I'll go out and eat my own. I don't need you to put food on my porch. I'll go make my own food. Just give me a good deal when I pay my taxes.
I just can't believe how many people turned their back on him. His own vice president, and now they're yelling.
He
at
didn't
him.
have a choice. I mean, he did, but it came down to a political stance.
I think somebody knocked on his door and asked
Maybe.
about his dog, cat, and wife and kids.
You never know, man. Conspiracies
But
go.
what I hate,
conspiracies go deep.
what I hate about it is Christian this, Christian that. I'm this, I'm that,
Yeah.
and then you fuck your boy.
It's always
what
going to
else
be that
is
way.
new?
Yeah, it's,
You know?
it's how it's always going to be. But
Yeah.
What's really cool? I guess we'll jump topic now. There's this thing called Earth2.io, bro.
What is that?
They have created, and she can pull it on Google if she wants, but they have basically mapped out the entire Earth and created this virtual land that you can purchase. You can purchase, like right where we're standing right now, you can purchase this land in tiles, these little 10 by 10 square tiles based on whatever the price is. And people are making a killing on this. And then it's called Earth. There you go. She just found it right here. Dude, it is insane.
So what is this?
Oh man,
I'm so lost. I don't even know what I'm looking
dude. This is blown. I've
All right, so explain this to me,
Okay.
Dan, because I have no
I'm
idea
the
what
wor-
the hell
so-
this is.
click on about up there. About might give you some. There you go. So I don't know if people can see that, but
Yeah. Hit Command plus.
make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, Command plus.
There you
Command plus. There
There we
you
go.
go.
So
Yeah,
then scroll.
just like that.
Yeah, now scroll down a little bit so you can read it. So Earth 2 is the beginning of world's virtual existence. Dude, it's you can go in and anywhere you want to go in the world.
So read this, Dan, so we
Okay.
all know what the fuck you're talking about.
A virtual digital world, one-to-one scale with Earth. Places in Earth 2 are essentially in the same locations as Earth because the Earth 2 digital grid system is geographically linked in the world we live in. The vision of Earth 2 has created a global digital representation of our Earth, a place where people can build, abide, trade, live, experience, interact. You ever seen Gamer Ready 1 or The Matrix?
I've seen The Matrix.
They're
yeah.
basically saying that they're going to build out this Earth 2 where you can build your own cities and you're going to virtually be able to go there, have jobs, or you're going to have people sitting around in their houses. But the land becomes valuable. You buy the land, and the more land that's bought up in areas, like you can't buy any more land in the U.S. It's all bought. So now the only land you can buy in the U.S. is you buy from somebody else who's upping the price. So it's just like real world. You're paying these premium prices. Casey, the guy I want you to meet.
Yeah, keep reading this, Dan, if you don't mind. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just trying to understand what the hell this is.
People just go to Earth2.io. It's too much to read.
All right.
But it's whack.
So explain it to me in simple terms.
Okay, simple terms is
like you're talking to a complete retard.
they are now taking our Earth and they're gonna virtualize it. In phase 1, you buy the tiles, you buy the land, you own the land.
So tile is a land.
Tile
piece
is
of
like a
land.
plot of land, 10 by 10.
Like a piece of land in
Yep.
Fort Lauderdale.
Right, piece of land in Fort Lauderdale.
And this tells you where you can buy it.
You can buy it anywhere you want. You put in your location, you go there, and if it's available, you click on it, whatever the price is, you buy it. So
You can buy it online.
yes, you put money into this thing, you load money into it, you buy it.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
Go
now
ahead.
how do you make money off of that?
So because the land value goes up.
Oh, so you just hold on to the
You
land.
hold on to the land. Now, but what's going to happen though? So phase 1, you buy the land. Phase 2, you're going to be able to go and mine. So what they're going to do is phase 2, they're going to get rid of every landmark that exists. So it's just going to be just the land. Like I think they're doing that because let's say you go buy the land where Disney is. You can't advertise, I own the land where Disney is. Disney will sue the shit out of these people. So they're going to wipe everything off of the map. And you got to build so you can mine the oil in the ground. You can get the gold out of the ground. You can get all of the materials and build your own buildings and all of this shit. Phase 3, they're going to introduce like virtual reality where you can now go to these places. You got people walking around in these cities and it's going to be like where we are, but this could be a fucking casino called, Never Neverland. Who the fuck knows? And these people they're going to have games in the casino. Like you could walk into a virtual video game store and you're looking at the video games on the wall and you're like, I'll take this one, and you touch it, you pay for it, and it automatically downloads into your system.
So is this almost like Sims?
Yes.
Like when we were little, you had
Yeah.
the Sims where you build your own world.
Exactly
but
what
it's
it
on
is.
a bigger scale, and it's, Tommy, you're basically going, if you want to visit Italy, but you can't go in the real world or whatever. They built a whole virtual experience where you can purchase land in Italy. More people participating and buying land. Obviously, it drives up
Casey's
the
making like
value.
$8,000 a month off of this shit right now.
Are you fucking
You
kidding
can
me?
actually make real money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real money.
You can see up top. See, look at the numbers up top where things are up.
It shows you what it's worth. Yeah. I mean, I fucked around with it a little bit, but I make YouTube videos talking shit about it.
So the
though.
United
Piss people
States
off.
is high as shit.
How does Casey make her money?
Casey, Casey's a he. So Casey, you're a boy. We all know. Casey makes his money. So you make money a couple of ways. You can use referral codes. So like I have a referral code, and then I'll make a video on this and say, hey guys, here's some tips when you buy land. Use my referral code, and you'll get 5% off, and I get 5%. So Casey has so many people watching his videos using his referral code that he's making like $7,000 to $8,000 every month just
on the referral
just
code.
on referral code, bro.
Now you have that on your entrepreneur channel.
Yeah.
See, what you're doing is you're changing with the times, because if this dickhead, well, he's in for 4 years, so whatever he does, he's gonna fuck the economy, because nobody can pay $15 an hour. Nobody can do it. He's gonna push it through.
Right.
He's gonna raise taxes on big business, so it's all gonna be robot. But people are still gonna watch YouTube.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're still gonna watch
For sure. Entertainment.
entertainment.
Yeah.
So now you have your law thing, because that's like your main bread and butter.
Yeah, federal prison.
But then you're building the entrepreneur thing, which
Yep.
I
Who
think
knows?
might even end up being bigger. Because I mean, those
I think
like
the
that.
channel will definitely be bigger for sure.
I don't like that one guy. What the fuck's his name? He's a real. I hate this.
Entrepreneur?
Yeah, he's a speaker. He goes around. He's
Don't say Tony Robbins.
Oh, I hate that guy.
That's my motherfucking homie. You don't like Tony?
I could tell you some stories about Tony Robbins.
Everybody needs a little bit of Tony in their life.
Not me. I don't need no.
You know
Tony
what?
in my life. You know who I?
What somebody like for here, real quick. Let's say we both know Dave.
Yeah.
Maybe Dave changed your life all for the better, but Dave raped my fucking mother. So my interaction with Dave is he's the devil. Your interaction with Dave is a guy walking on fucking water, right?
You know how I watch Penda? You ever watch him?
Penda?
Yeah.
I think you showed him to me.
Yeah. Now that's who you watch. You want to get taught a lesson. You want to get taught how to make money. You want to get taught shit. You watch Penda.
See, I'm
gonna send you one. Just
I
a
don't
short
like
clip.
watching stuff that tells me how to make money. That's the
No,
thing.
no, he doesn't tell you how to make money. He's like Tony Robbins, but more lethargic. More like, fuck this, fuck that. Stop being a snowflake. Stop being a bitch. Get up. And what he says, which I think is very valuable, as you know, talking about entrepreneur. He says, look, if you got $5 in your pocket, go to the Bentley dealer. Go look at it. Go there once a week and look at that car. And then go back home and you work until you can get that car. Go in there, go buy, go, if you want a suit, go look at that $6,000 suit that you want. And then go back home, go back and look at it again, and keep working until you get it. And one day you'll get the Bentley and you'll get the suit. And to me, that's...
Yeah, it's you
because it puts motivation into you. You know what I mean?
People get stuck in these ideologies of what they think society says they're supposed to do. Like you take a blue collar worker, and blue collar workers are taught work, save your money, don't buy anything. So you'll see somebody like I drive a BMW. I've had people get in my BMW and they're like, oh my God, this is so nice. And I'm like, the Honda Accord you're driving probably cost as much, but you've got this association to a BMW that it's out. Oh, well, oil, like they make, like they'll immediately jump to all of the oil changes and this and that. It's like, look, the difference is you've created this ceiling for yourself and you don't think it's something you should buy or you're allowed to buy or you don't feel comfortable buying. It's like, I can't pull up in them. Like, I feel weird. You have to break out of these molds that you put yourself in.
That's kind of what Pena says, but more like he actually has a fucking castle. They call him the $1 billion man.
You did. You showed me him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he has a castle, and he does it, and he charges like not much. Like you would think it'd be a ton, 15 grand you pay for your flight, 20 guys, and he comes in and he'll beat you down, and he'll figure out like what your problem is that you're, he'll select, like he'll interview and say he sees that you have potential, but maybe for whatever reason you had a bad childhood, right? But you have that hidden inside of you. For the first like 3 or 4 days of his class, he'll go to you and he will just beat you to death where you're in tears, but he gets it out of you.
Right.
Now that comes out, now you can progress.
Go forward.
You can go forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he teaches you the skills, and then he only does 20 guys, and he keeps up with you for like 18 months, and he checks on you 18 months. Hey, did you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do that? And, he's made a lot of people a lot of fucking money.
Some people need that. They need that, like the feather in Dumbo's nose. It's they've got what's there. It's like somebody needs to show you how to like release these powers and these gifts.
You ever see the movie The Bronx Tale?
Yes. Yeah.
What do they say? Wasted talent.
Wasted talent, man. You see it every day.
Yeah.
I see it. I see people that are like, man, I'll hear somebody with a really good voice. I'm like, you've got a really good voice. Like you should be doing something with your voice. You should go get on Fiverr and offer to do voiceovers or something. A lot of people don't want to work though. A lot of people would rather have somebody say, wake up, do this, eat, go to sleep, like plan their day for them. A lot of people are not self-starters. They don't have the ability. When I tell people I work from home, they're like, oh man, if I work from home, I wouldn't get anything done. I'm like, dude, I'm a machine. I'll wake up. I got more done usually by like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning than the average person does throughout the entire day.
That's what I started doing. I started working at home during the day, and then I come in here at night and do this.
Yeah. It's a great little break.
Yeah, it's a break, and it's just, you can take your time, do your thing, go to your refrigerator, you can, whatever.
Yep.
Like, you're not just, like, stuck in a hole. And then I come in here for 3-4 hours, do my thing, and,
you're probably more energized when you do come here, when you're not here the whole time.
Yeah, and this is like, like we were saying, it's not really about the money. It's more, for me, I don't know what it is for you, but for me, it's kind of like therapy. You kind of just hang out.
It's like a high.
Yeah, it's like a high. Yeah, you're right.
And if you can somehow find a way to make money while you're doing something like you're having a blast doing.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you?
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Because, you're dealing with the bullshit all day with the job, and you love the job, but it's your bread and the butter, and you have headaches I don't know how many headaches you have, but I have plenty of them every fucking day.
I've got ibuprofen pretty much in every aspect of the house. Yeah.
I got a lot of Modafinil around. And, so all day it's just bullshit. But then when I'm done, I can sit on my couch, take a break for an hour, relax, and then get ready to come in here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then just hang out, bullshit, have fun, meet good people like you. I'll thank Matt for that.
Yeah, no, Matt's look.
If it wasn't for Matt, we would have never met each other.
No. When Matt told me he was coming to Florida, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do whatever." My friend Tommy's got a place in Palm Beach. I'm like, dude, that's I live. That's where I live. Where is this at?
What are you? You're 4 miles from here, right?
If that, yeah.
That's awesome.
High Plexo and Intercoastal. It's the next bridge right over. When I saw how close it was, I was like, dude. And I saw the setup. I'm like, man, introduce me to this guy. He's got an awesome setup. Because you don't see that often. And I've searched for like local podcast studios and people, like, not to go use their studios, but to, man, it's sometimes just fun to like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
It's different, but it's still in the same area of what you like doing, but you get to feed off of other people. And sometimes it's not always a match. Sometimes you're like, oh my God, this guy, why has he got all this stuff? He's like talking to a wall.
Yeah.
He's no attitude, nothing.
Yeah. Some people are tough to talk to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're tough.
Yeah.
Like me and you have a flow. Me and this other guy, Brandon, have a pretty good flow. But some people, it's tough. It's tough getting, because, you don't want to do, yours are short, but you're doing them on your own.
Mine are like an hour.
I was looking at the older ones.
Oh, yeah.
They were,
yeah.
I was just looking at how you, like, progressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were short.
Yep.
And that's what I was telling Matt. I mean, this 15-minute shit ain't going to do it. He's doing he's doing them a little bit longer now. And I've told him this to his face, and he knows it. But this 15-minute shit,
Yeah, everybody's always told me, like, oh, I don't, like, you should be more like After Prison Show, and these other channels are so much funnier than yours. I'm like, my prison channel is not a channel dedicated to like, making prison burritos and stuff. It's if you're not going to prison, my channel's kind of boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not designed for humor and entertainment. It's an educational. It's where my business comes from. It's great. I could do this, or I'm making decent 6 figures a year. I don't have millions of subscribers, but the people that hire me, they pay good money for the work that we do. So I've tried to stop even explaining it to people that think that you should do more of a YouTube channel like this, prison wise. I'll never do a different YouTube channel about prison content. Never. I'll never go into other prison content.
Well, because
I'll do other YouTube channels, but not prison content.
Because it's not funny.
And it's not.
It's not your business.
It's not. I have no interest in it.
Your business is to prepare somebody to go in, to get them as least sentenced as possible, to use the angles that you've learned throughout the years that other consultants have no idea. Like the guy, what the fuck is that guy's name? I can't stand.
The douchebag in Orlando. I forgot.
He told me he was in New York. That motherfucker.
Yeah, he lied. Ed Bales.
Ed Bales.
Ed Bales, full of shit, liar. He's
full of shit.
Horrible person. Horrible person.
And a very expensive lawyer referred me to him. You believe that?
I do. Unfortunately, I do believe that.
How?
Because I see.
I mean, this is a big time lawyer.
I think because let's take it for example. Let's say you came to me for just RDAP help, how to get into RDAP. And let's say no matter what you did, you were going to get into RDAP. But the attorney doesn't know that. So Ed Bales got this guy into RDAP when this guy was going to get in anyway. So the attorney's thinking, oh, wow, this guy can pull the rabbit out of his hat.
He just manipulates the fuck out of it. Yeah.
That's a lot of sales guys do stuff like that when it comes to services. Like sometimes they'll get lucky and something amazing happens. And it wasn't really because they did anything at all. It was going to happen. You just happen to have your name attached to it. You know what I mean? It makes you look like a fucking rock star. Sure, I'll take the credit. So people like Ed Bales will ride that wave. And but I go on missions, bro. I go on like gun them down missions where I just fillet these guys on YouTube.
One day when we're just having lunch or something, saying I'm going to show you the emails. Oh my, you'll fall over. It'd be like this here.
Yeah.
Because my lawyer was like, okay, give me 2 weeks. I'm going to find somebody to help you out a little bit. He says, okay, we found the best. He's the best. I look at the contract and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Hey, look, if he says he's the best, all right.
Right.
So knock that bill out. Now, 2 months later, there's a bill for something the fuck else. And then there's a consultation. All this fucking bills. And this fucking prick made 2 calls. And my situation would have probably happened the same way with or without him.
Right.
Because I got real cool with the lady. She was cool with me. She got mad at me at the end. But, he didn't do shit. And then, like I was telling you, he texted my accountant some gay shit. So he's got. I didn't even know he was gay.
A lot of people didn't know. Who gives a fuck?
I don't give a fuck.
It's funny that he sent your accountant a gay text message.
So I didn't know he was a homo. I didn't know until the end. And then he showed me his boyfriend, and I'm like, yeah, he's nice looking. Because I'm thinking he's gonna, give me some help.
Right. So
maybe 3 months later, he meant to send, because my accountant had power of attorney. So my accountant had asked him something about something. Well, he texted him what he was texting his boyfriend, like fucking him in the ass. And I can't wait to lube your ass up tonight. To my accountant that has fucking 2 daughters.
Yeah, the guy, which blows my mind, is the Florida address that he even puts on his website. It's to a trailer park. It's where he.
Yeah, I know.
told you one
of
my clients actually drove there.
I know. And the lady's out there smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
He told me he was in New York.
He's in bed sleeping.
Yeah, he's in bed sleeping.
Yeah,
I'm sure he is, that fat fuck.
Yep. But yeah, man, it's and that's probably part of the problem with the industry is there's people out there like him that just like any industry, they give others a bad name. But you just got to do your best to somebody.
They do. Until I met you, I was until I met you, I was like, every one of them's fake.
Same way. Right.
Everyone's fake. They're all ripoffs. They're nothing. Then I met you and I saw, the things that you had said that you do.
'Cause we actually do stuff. It's not just telling you something over the phone. Like we're engaged heavily.
The thing that made a lot of sense to me, not to get into the Rdapdan shit, because fuck that. But it's
right.
part of your thing.
Yeah.
Was when you said, everybody goes out and picks up trash. they go to the soup kitchen, they do this. But you have, when somebody hires you, you have them do something different.
Right.
And then when they do something different, then the judge may possibly look at it differently.
Yeah, you got to create a different. The judge has seen all these things. I thought this was off. That was.
Yeah, I knew I heard a buzz.
My bad. I thought
That's
I turned
all
it
right.
off. I just heard
It's
it.
only one buzz.
One buzz. But yeah, so it's there's a whole. We'll do more videos on that where it goes into like that. It's so hard to explain to people that have no idea.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you do what? You're like Kevin Hart.
Yeah. When we do one on that kind of stuff,
yeah,
we'll get into
we'll have
that.
more fun about it. But yeah, man, to me, this stuff is just making videos about, because you can talk about anything. You can really talk about anything, and it can become interesting. But there's so many things to talk about out there. And being able to do this every Thursday, coming up with a topic and just kind of like driving it home.
It's just fun. And it gets you out of work. You know what I mean? And it's not, I like interviewing other people, but I also like to sit down with somebody I'm comfortable with and just bang it back and forth for an hour and a half and have fun and
see where
whatever.
it goes. Yeah.
If it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If it doesn't, we still do it anyway and have fun with it.
I will. Things like this always, eventually people are going to, just from the feedback, the comments that we get can create topics for the next video. Somebody asks us.
Yeah, you read your comments.
I have to read them because you don't like to read them.
I don't read them.
Right.
But you read them for your business. So.
No, I read them because I like hearing the good and the bad, because it helps me practice realizing that not everybody's going to say nice things about me.
But doesn't it concern you that it's going to fuck up the way you do things?
No, because I do what I do. I'm not going to change. Somebody tells me, "Oh, you shouldn't say it like this." Doesn't mean I'm. People used to tell me, "I hate the way it sounds when you drink your coffee. You slurp your coffee."
Oh yeah.
So every video after that, I would do on purpose. It's like this.
Yeah, I used to I've been cutting down on the vape kind of, and I used to not try to fuck it. I fucking vape. Fuck it. You got a problem with it? Don't watch it.
It's perfect. I always say to you, this is the perfect therapeutic help for you. For people that have narcissism issues, this is the best thing you can do is read. You should read them one day. Like, this person's at you. That should be a video. You reading comments. Would you guys like to see Tommy reading comments on a video? I would. I don't know about you all, but
I don't know.
Baby steps, guys.
The last one was you got cheek implants. Your teeth are too white, and I just accidentally looked at them. I think I just scrolled down. I don't know whose it was. I went down too far to make sure that the links were in for the person that came in. And I said, oh, shit. It was like 38 of them. And
that's why I dressed like a bum today. I'm like, there's no point
you
to even try to look
a bum.
It's like, there's no point to even try to look nice coming in here with Ken doll over here. I'm just.
No, I'll show you a bum. You do not look like a bum, dude. You actually look pretty good with the hat on, no homo.
It's because I need a haircut.
I just got my haircut today.
If
you would have seen my haircut about 2 weeks ago, not good.
Looking rough.
Looking rough. Misshaved spots.
No, we're gonna have fun with this, man. We're gonna have fun because we can test each other. We can push each other a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm all about it, bro. I'm all about pressing people's buttons. Not when it's like people that won't handle it.
You gotta be tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people these days aren't tough because they give and the reason why I think is because they give all these fuckers trophies.
Every kid gets a trophy.
Right, like so the fucking guy wins like a boxing match, right?
Right.
And he wins, the other guy loses, they both get fucking trophies.
Yeah.
Now how are you gonna get tough like that?
Because everybody's got to be a winner.
The two football teams play, everybody gets a trophy. One team gets a gold one, the other one gets a silver one. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
And I think that's why. And then I think when they get older, then they can't take any. Like you could say anything to me because I know you're saying it to me as a friend.
Right. Exactly.
You could be like, you're the biggest fucking cocky asshole, and I would just be like, okay, and I would actually probably take it as a compliment because I'm sick in the fucking head.
Right.
But I wouldn't get mad.
Look at that smile. It's fucking evil. Like the Joker smile.
No, Matt's got the Joker smile.
Right. He does.
Yeah.
You're
Mine's just, I guess, evil or something.
No, I've since day one when I came over here, I immediately felt an awesome vibe that was just like, yeah, I definitely will enjoy doing whatever we end up doing going forward.
Yeah, we'll have fun. Well, I have to ask you one more thing.
Absolutely.
And then I'll let you get back to Shelly before she kills you.
Oh, she's cool.
She wanted to kill you last time.
That's because I'm usually an asshole.
What guy isn't, right? The marijuana law.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck is this happening?
Which aspect
Okay,
of it?
because federally, it's illegal, right?
Right.
And there's guys doing 10 years. I mean, do you have any clients in there doing time for that?
Yeah.
How many years are they doing for it?
I mean, 3 to 5.
Okay, so they're doing 5 years for marijuana. Now, they're looking out the fucking window, and people are walking in and buying that same marijuana that they're doing 5 years for.
Well, not the same marijuana. You know.
Yeah, so explain that to me.
If you went to the marijuana shop every week and bought, let's say, an ounce a week and never used any of it to the point where you had 20, 30 pounds of it, and then you decided to go drive with 20 or 30 pounds of marijuana, it's never going to be legal like that, and state or feds. You're only allowed to have so much for personal consumption of it. Now the laws are really getting vaguer, where it's the punishments, like judges are being way more lenient on leeway and the amount of say they have, and I could give you 5 years in prison, but I'm going to give you probation.
Yeah.
Because it's just weed. Yeah. But you get somebody driving with a truckload of weed, and even if it's in a state that's legal, you're going to get hit. It becomes a federal.
Yeah, I was trying to find the guidelines. I don't know where the fuck they are.
The guidelines for weed.
Yeah. Do you know if any?
Yeah, there is a
FDA Gov, that one.
If you go to if you type in federal sentencing calculator. I meant to put this on my damn website, and it's not there yet. Let me see. Not that one. Actually,
if you can't find it, it's no big.
What's the top one that we passed? That one.
Move the screen over just a little bit to the left. Just drag it. There you go.
Click on that one.
Yeah, I think that's the one, right?
Yeah, that's it. So you can go up to the top there, and you can do a drop down. Right, the right to the right.
Blow that up a little bit more.
And then you should have one in there for marijuana.
There you go. Murder, money laundering. Jesus, I never. Now that they don't have marijuana in there. Computer fraud.
There's no drugs.
No. Wire fraud, tax evasion.
Possession with intent to distribute. Go to that one. And then hit.
Okay.
Yeah, hit OK. Now you can go down, and you can actually change. You can change the weight. You can change how much they had. Somewhere in here, you can change what type of drug. There you go.
Okay, right. That's cool. Wow, I never knew that they had this shit.
There should be marijuana in there somewhere.
Wow, man, you're a beast. No wonder you're the top guy.
And quantity, you change the quantity.
Can they not spell marijuana? Is that how it's actually fucking spelled?
And they spelled it wrong.
How the fuck can they spell marijuana wrong when they're doing this? So what is that in grams?
That's in grams. So let's say you had 50. Go up to type in 50 grams.
How much is 50 grams?
I'm horrible with weight.
Yeah, me too.
No, say no weapon. So defendant used no violence. Keep going down. Defendant unlawfully imported, exported, controlled substance under circumstance which nope. Importation. Yeah, keep going all the way down. So we'll say
just go all the way down.
We'll say if it was just the weed.
Yeah, just go all the way down to the bottom.
And what adjustment guidelines? None of them. Defendant clearly demonstrates. So hit yes for that.
Where it says, yep.
Yep, right there. Hit yes.
Hit yes.
Criminal history, we'll leave that where it is.
Yep.
Career offender, leave that where it is. And there should be a... Can you go down any further? So if back... Wait. Now back up, you should be able to calculate somewhere.
Right here.
There you go. So 0 to 6 months is what that person will be looking at for 50 grams of marijuana.
Right.
Which, there's still technically could get 6 months. But now if you put 500 grams or,
Yeah, but you can go to the marijuana clinic can get 50 grams, right?
Yeah. If it's, but you're not. You have.
But I mean, you're only getting 6 months.
She just changed the.
Yeah.
There's somewhere you have to hit.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I was just really, man, you really know your shit.
Yeah, because it's.
You got to put this on your site.
It's supposed to be on there, and it's just not yet. I don't know why. Jenny's probably just forgot to put it on there. Jenny.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But yeah, it's great because everybody has that question. They're like, how much time am I looking at? My attorney won't tell me. It's because your attorney's too lazy to go do this. That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And he can do it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, they'll wait for the PSR to get done.
Yeah, or he doesn't want to tell you. One of the two.
Yep.
Because he's got to deal with the prosecutor.
Wow, if you notice, it stayed the same from 50 to 100.
I don't think it updated for some reason.
Yeah, look here.
Oh yeah.
Look, when I change the numbers.
There's probably that guideline. You know what I mean, Dan?
Yeah.
There's probably that line.
Yeah, because it's weed. But that's
It is what it is.
get caught with meth or pills though. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You're
Bye-bye.
done for.
You're done. But yeah, man.
So what else do you got planned? Anything? What do you got coming up on the show?
We're doing pretty much everything right now on my YouTube channel for Rdapdan stuff is all about compassionate release, trying to get people out before they get vaccinated for COVID, because we got a lot of people out this last 6-7 months that still had a lot of time left on their sentence. We got the judge to
How many calls was that?
how many calls?
Yeah.
It's not really calls. What it is we file a motion showing the judge that this person's a high risk for COVID in prison because of they've got they've got what do you call it, asthma,
pre-existing condition.
all these issues where they're at high risk if they get it. So we file a motion to the court showing the court that they're at high risk, and we're asking them to pretty much completely off their sentence. But then how much time they have left, the judge will resentence them that much time to home confinement.
Right.
So they go home on an ankle monitor, which is better. Some guys got like 7 years left on their sentence, and they're doing it at home. It's a long time though.
Yeah.
An ankle monitor.
Yeah. I don't know if they can win that, but at least you did it.
Hey,
though. And then what do you got coming up on the entrepreneur show?
Entrepreneur one.
How many shows are you doing a week with that?
Usually like 1 or 2 on each. I shot a video today. It was all about. I didn't edit it yet. I got to edit it, but it was basically, if you're going to become an entrepreneur, these why most entrepreneurs fail. And I've watched all these other videos of these big shots. They make these videos, and it's like these guys are talking about millions. Your average entrepreneurs are like, well, shit. I just want to make 40 or 50 grand working for myself. Like, what do I do? So I made it more of, showing things like Upwork, Fiverr, how you can delegate.
Subcontract.
Yeah, because if you try to do it all yourself, dude, you're going to fucking run in circles and bang your head against the wall. So
that sounds
spend
like
your time selling, spend your time, being the brainchild, but you have to have somebody you can fall back on that can do some of the, the busy work. Somebody's got to be the busy work person.
Yeah.
So,
That sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
Now, why do you have to edit it with the machine?
I don't have to, but I'll catch myself going these really, really long rants
then you
about
blade
stuff.
It?
Yeah.
Yeah, blade it out.
I chop some of it out.
Yeah, I do too.
I throw it in a Final Cut Pro.
And then cross this off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tie it up and,
Yeah. And then what's the next one going to be?
I don't know.
You just kind of.
I just kind of look at I look at what other people are doing, and then I come up with something, and that's that.
And then you were talking about the stock market. You think to hold right now, huh?
Cryptocurrencies, yeah, because look, I think Ethereum, specifically Ethereum, is nowhere near its high point yet.
And why do you think that?
Just because if you look, because it's been very tied to Bitcoin, and if you look at Bitcoin's trajectory over the course of time, Ethereum could easily hit $25,000-$30,000 in a year from now, or by the end of this year. So it's some people. To me, it's all the long game for all of this. For cryptocurrencies are just now starting to become where you hear everybody going, "Oh, I bought Dogcoin." You start hearing this, and it's like that's the one that's going to probably ruin it for everybody because that's a worthless fucking coin. But it's becoming more popular. More places are starting to accept it. It's going to become more internationally used. to where everybody knows about it. When I used to talk about it 2 years ago, people are like, what is that? I don't know. How do you get it? Like, it was like you're talking like a different language. Now people are hearing about it. They're not necessarily jumped in yet, but everybody's using this Robinhood app now, and people go, oh yeah, I bought it on Robinhood. It's the worst idea in the world to buy cryptocurrency on Robinhood.
What do you think of Robinhood?
I mean, I think it's fine. They're no different than any other stock market app, but the problem with buying cryptocurrencies on is you don't actually own the currency. Like, I can buy Ethereum on Coinbase or buy Ethereum on Kraken, and I can trade it for another currency. Robinhood, you can't. That's all you have is that currency. You have to sell it. You can't trade it. There's no wallet.
I heard Kraken's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been using Kraken and Coinbase and Bittrex and Binance.
Yeah, I had Coinbase.
I've been all of them for a few years now.
See, here's my two problems with it. One, I think it's completely manipulated, and I don't like it because maybe you made money, this guy made money, but there's a lot of people that they saw it go from 4,000 to 24,000. Now it's at like 32, right?
It's almost like 50.
Jesus Christ, 50. Okay,
Yeah.
it's at 50,000 right now.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay, so now you got $70,000 in the bank. You think in your head that this is going to go up to 90. So now you take just about all your savings out and buy this fucking Bitcoin.
That's an idiot.
But there's three people that are manipulating it. I forget where the fuck they are. I saw them on the thing. And it's going to drop.
Sure.
It's going to drop back down to $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. And these people are going to get murdered. You watch.
Look, if it does, it does. But the people that got murdered, you shouldn't put money into something that you can't afford to lose, first off.
I agree with that.
If somebody goes and
people
pulls,
don't think like that.
That's their fucking fault, bro. I
Never
mean,
thought
that's
about
like
it like that.
that's like the
Hey, you want to be a dummy? Be a dummy.
Exactly.
Hey,
I saw
agree
some
with
guy online say, "Should I cash out my 401k and buy Ethereum?" I'm like, dude, are you fucking like? Why would you do that? If I lost everything in the market right now that I have, I mean, sure, it would suck because it's a nice little profit that I have sitting there, but nothing I have, like what I live on and pay my bills with, none of that money goes into that. Very little at a time.
But that's I know they're fucking idiots, but I feel bad because they're taking out their 401k and they're gonna get fucking rocked. I'm telling you.
I believe you.
You're gonna come back in here in a year, 6 months, and you're gonna be like, Tom.
But people
you
said
were
that to me in
fucking right.
2017 when it tanked, when Bitcoin went up to almost
24, and then it went down
tanked.
to 4.
But it's over the course of time, cryptocurrencies 100% are our future.
They are, but the government is going to buy it.
Right.
And when that happens,
Regulated.
all this shit is dead. Bitcoin, because they're not going to buy Bitcoin. They're not going to buy.
Well, they can't buy it.
Well, I'm saying.
You mean buy into it, you mean?
Yeah, they're going to make
Invest.
their own. I think. That's just my opinion. I don't fucking know.
I don't know how good it would do. You know, the whole idea of it is it's decentralized. That's what turns people on about it.
Well, Bitcoin's Bitcoin, but it's actually called cryptocurrency.
Right.
It's not necessarily Bitcoin or Ethereum or
Bitcoin,
whatever.
Right. But they all have
the same base, right?
But they all have what they're used for, like smart contracts.
Yeah.
They actually serve purposes. It's not just this like made up pretend currency. They actually serve functions in different industries that people don't understand, but because they're so valid and we need them in these areas, that it drives up the price of it. So when people do the problem is a lot of people invest in it off of something they read on Reddit. They're not doing their actual research on it before they purchase it. And those are the people that are going to get slaughtered by this because they're not realizing how volatile it is. And as fast as it went up, the whole thing could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you've got money tied up in there, that's like your bill money, that's your rent payment, that's like your kids, you're a fucking moron. You're going to go kill yourself.
Yeah.
What is a smart contract?
I'm not educated enough to explain it, but Ethereum is built on smart contracts. Like if you Google it, it's a real thing. Like Ethereum is super fucking legit. More legit than most of the other, way more legit than Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is just the first. Bitcoin doesn't really have a whole lot of actual purpose besides being, the granddaddy.
Yeah.
But it's up to, I think I saw it was like $47,000 earlier today for.
Last time I looked, it was, I don't know, it was like 37,
it's up, down,
38.
but it will never go back down to 4. I think we might see it go down to 15, 20.
I say it goes down to 6, 7.
That would be crazy.
That's what I think.
If that goes down to 6 or 7, then all the other ones are going to they're all going to drop big time too. But,
I can't believe the government hasn't stepped in yet.
I mean, they have in a lot of ways, like Coinbase, for example.
Yeah, they did on Coinbase.
When you cash out a Coinbase,
Yeah.
you get a 1099. Most
Yeah.
of them are doing that now.
Yeah.
Almost all of them are. So it's no longer anonymity where you can say
Remember, it was tax-free for how long?
because
Completely
nobody knew
tax-free.
about it.
Yeah.
It was never tax-free. It was nobody knew you had it.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Yeah.
But you capital gains, long-term, short-term on that. And I've never cashed anything out of it. So if I cash out of mine, I've had it for so long that I won't pay that much on the capital gains side of it.
You win.
Win-win, man.
All right.
That's all it is, brother.
All right. So series 1 of the Tom and Dan show, and we'll have another one next week.
Awesome, brother.
All right. Thanks, Dan.
Appreciate it.